Hello everyone and welcome to Themeathon. Right now we have a run in a week who is going to run Buck Bumble. Introduce yourself and tell me whenever I have to go.
Alright, so my name is Run in a Week. This is Buck Bumble any percent. My co-commentator is going to be Flaj. And I am going to give a bit of a countdown and then we'll start. So we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Flaj, take it away.
Alright, let's go. Good luck, dude. You got this.
Thank you.
So, guys, this is the Bickety Buck Bumble, a good old N64 game from the good old days. It kind of plays like an arcade shooter. It's gonna kind of look like almost like Star Fox in a couple of ways. I think actually the guys who made the Super Nintendo Star Fox actually came together and put this one too. But you might see some similarities here. The first level is going to be pretty much as intended here. We're just going to try to usually go for a triple kill here on this door. And it looks like it goes flawlessly. Going to move through and just kind of take out these enemies as intended here. Nothing too crazy yet, but it is about to get very intense, guys. The strats are going to come quick. The clips are very speedy. So we'll try to carry you through this run here. Right now, a couple of quick kills here. There's a few more enemies on the backside, and as soon as everything is dead in this level, you'll see when a level's done, Buck just kind of warps up, and that's how you know the level is complete. And we'll see that here. So that is level 1, just like that. All right, guys, level 2. We're gonna see our first slide clip here, and how it's going to work is we're going to kind of position Buck on the edge here just enough to slide over there. Now usually that is out of bounds, but if you're hitting it with just the right speed, as you can see, Buck just very simply slides over, and that's going to be huge. We can skip entire sections of levels. And we're going to see another one here, and you'll see you just kind of go right over the edge and you're in the entire other part of the level here. It is such a massive skip. This level plays totally different being able to do this, but essentially we're going to blow up these like satellite towers here. And by being able to clip around, we're just going to go to their exact locations, not really worry about the other parts of the level here. And we'll go through this final door here, and once this last satellite's done, that is level 2. Nice clips there.
Thank you.
Alright, level 3 here, guys. I'm going to play out almost as intended. We do have one clip here that's going to put us in a much better spot. This level, however, requires us to take a bomb, and we're going to carry that thing around. And the bomb is really scary because it's kind of like if you tap this thing on even the slightest surface, you're going to blow up. So we're going to be very careful once we get that bomb, but for now, we do as a slide clip here. It's a little tricky here. This one's kind of tough. But run is one with the Buck, and we'll see him there nail the clip. And this section here is mostly just killing the enemies in order to get this bomb we've talked about to spawn. So we're just going to try to kind of quickly clean these up here. Very nicely done. And here it is, guys, the bomb. So if this thing even scrapes a surface, Buck is going to explode, and we're going to have to try this level again, but it looks like Run has done this once or twice before. We should be okay here. And once the bomb is dropped off there, we'll see a little animation here. The Buck is lifted up, and we're on to level 4. The 4, it almost plays like, you could say like an auto-scroller where it's kind of waiting. If you see this like gray track below Buck here, we're just kind of waiting on that to explode. There's not really any way to speed it up. So essentially we're just going to kind of fly to the right places here, keep the enemies out of our way, pick up some health. As you can see there's little, I'm not sure exactly what they are. They're just like little drops from the flowers. But they provide health. So we're going to grab a couple of those while we're waiting on this track to go through. But other than that, pretty much, just like an auto-scroller, we're just kind of waiting here, letting this thing go through. Getting that health there, and then once the track does catch up, we're going to try to blow up the final objective here. We're going to use a grenade to try to do it quickly. For now, just a little bit more cleanup, waiting on this track to come through. As the track finally catches up, the objective is enabled. And a very quick kill there, awesome. And here comes our first boss level here. So you notice we're kind of back in like the same starting area. It's kind of cool. It almost plays kind of progressively where you'll see this starting zone where we kind of do more and more. But we'll go here through this portal. Now this first boss is going to be a very quick kill if we can. We'll try to drop a grenade on both of these guys, and as soon as the boss spawns, you can try to hit him immediately. Nicely done, dude.
Thank you.
As usually that's such a longer fight that those worm guys just tend to like dodge your bullets really well sometimes. So getting the quick kill there with a grenade is so nice. Yeah, once again here we've got this track we're going to be waiting on. We do have another bomb in this level, so we're going to pick this up now. Going to have to kind of carry this thing through. It's going to be a little scary again. But again, these levels with the bombs, because it's so risky, it's kind of hard to do any kind of clips with this thing. So we're just gonna kind of carry it through as intended, just kind of dodging things and trying to get there as quick as we can. And Run is doing a great job of dodging these enemies. We haven't really seen it yet, but this game is actually lacking of a very common thing known as invisibility frames. So if you happen to get hit, you don't really have those couple of seconds where you won't get hit again. So if you do end up getting smacked, you can kind of get bullied a little bit. Hopefully we won't see too much of that. And here we're gonna see another clip here, and this is going to get kind of crazy because we're going to hit the out of bounds here. And what's going to happen is, in this game, when you're out of bounds, it's very hard to see where you're at, because we can see Buck now. But as soon as he hits out of bounds there, it's completely invisible. So this stuff gets really tricky, but luckily, Run knows exactly where to go to kind of come back inbounds here. So now we've kind of hit the right spot here. We're going to try to clip back into bounds. And this is once again going to skip a huge section of the level. We're actually going to hit this secret area here, and there's going to be a breakable wall, which I wonder how many players actually found that there. But it's going to bring us straight to this final area here, and all Run's got to do is kill these 4 towers here, It's a little bit scary because there's so many enemies here. I remember losing quite a few runs in this section here, but yeah, it is a run killer.
I've definitely lost my fair share of runs here.
Yeah, it's such a tight spot. I mean, you want to just hit the objectives, and you don't want to take time to, you know, clean up any enemies. So there you go. Nice, man. Now this level here, it kind of plays out to the first level where you want to basically eliminate all of these bugs. And I guess I need to backtrack a little bit and explain exactly what's going on here, guys. So we're in rural England is the setting, and we are Buck, and we're trying to eliminate these wasps. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah, there's some evil bugs kind of things going on, you know, trying to plot the demise of rural England here. So we cannot let that happen. So we as Buck here are flying through these various areas and trying to prevent that. So as for this one here, we're basically going to blow up these 3 spawners, and then as soon as they've all been cleared, we'll be able to pass right through. But essentially, just using the correct weapons here, kind of playing out to make sure you do have the best things for a quick kill here. And we're going to see these extremely fast, using this almost like homing gun here. And we'll just clean up a couple more enemies there and head towards this final spawner. Extremely fast kill. And as soon as Run cleans up these last couple wasps, that should be it. Always that pesky last one.
Yeah, that could have been a gold if I killed the last couple a bit faster.
Oh, nice. Gold pace over here. Look at this guy. And our next level here, guys, there's a door right there, but that door takes a little bit of time to get open, so we're just going to clip on the wall next to it and just completely go through that door. And now we'll just have to clean up a couple enemies here, activate a warp. But you can really see just, you know, if a wall exists, we can just kind of go straight over it in most cases. So as far as these levels go, you can really speed through them. It's kind of how this run becomes so quick. And this is actually a boss level here, so we're going to get through this little gauntlet here, and we should approach our first, probably our first like main boss here. Yeah, once again, we've got exactly the weapons that we're looking for, so we should be able to pull off a pretty speedy kill here. Yeah, the boss takes quite some time to rotate there, so we're going to try to get as many kills as we can and peel out before he can even actually target us. Gets the help, let's go. Another great example here, guys, of an extremely long level that we can pretty much make super short by just clipping through here. So we're going to actually slide up this wall. There's a different form of clip, and once we've reached a certain height, we can begin mashing. As you can kind of see the shaking here, almost like a old-fashioned backwards long jump here. But we'll go right through the wall there, straight towards the end. And this is the final objective, so once this is blown up, that's the entire level right there. And we've reached a famously entertaining level here of hurdling. Mostly just kind of like running back and forth, point A to point B. I don't believe there's any... There's a couple ways to make this a little bit quicker, but I don't believe there's like a way to really skip the majority of it. So we'll just kind of cruise along here, find some bugs, and return them home. But while we're kind of flying through, we can talk about these 3D maps and what kind of really blew this game open recently here. But using like basically pulling like the 3D maps, the runners are able to see these levels from a different view and kind of see where everything is laid out in the level, which kind of let them, you know, see where they could possibly clip around. And by pulling those maps out, these new skips have knocked off, I think it's shaved off about like 3 to 4 minutes over the...
It's kind of more like probably around 5-ish, 6-ish.
Like 5 minutes?
Yeah. Like a couple of these clips on their own in like a single level save like 2 minutes. So like, yeah.
Yeah, it is absolutely huge. You know, usually speedrunners hear about like a 10-second save, you know, and it's massive. So to hear about like multiple minutes here, as much as even, you know, 5 or more, as Run has said, is such a gain, such a, you know, such a huge discovery.
Yeah, like basically meta changing.
Yeah. Yeah, back when I was doing runs of this game, you know, we did not have some of these strats here, and it's just crazy to skip these levels. Alright, and we've got another hurdling home there, leaving, I believe, just one left here.
Yeah.
And I like the way Run does it. He keeps the closest one for last, so you always get a nice quick finish here. Couple of free pickups here as we wait for the level to finish.
Oh wow, that was a gold.
That was a gold? Nice, dude.
Yeah, only by like 0.2, but still.
Hey, a gold is a gold, man, especially in a run like this. So for this level here, we're gonna run a set and buck up here to do what we're gonna call like kind of like a bonk clip, like a recoil clip. He's gonna kind of knock him into the wall here, and once again just kind of clip to the other side. And now we can see he's at the very end of the level, but he's out of bounds. He's gonna pull himself back into bounds there. It's a little too much though. Good at him. Yeah, so the way this one works is Buck is out of bounds here now. There's this almost like tractor beam kind of structure there. It's going to try to pull him back in. But we need to be careful, because if it happens to pull him too close, it's very tough to get out of this tractor beam. If you guys recall earlier, the invincibility frames, excuse me, I don't exactly exist here, so if you do get pulled into this thing, it's very tricky to get away from it. And you can just, nice, very nice. You can just see the force of that thing trying to pull him in, though. It's extremely strong. We're gonna blow up the objective is actually to blow up this platform here, these barrels, and Run has done exactly that. We're gonna kind of wait here for the level to finish, get a couple of pickups. But once again, you know, starting at the beginning of the level, clipping to the end of the level instantly, you know, it is so quick. Level 13 here, we've got these, you guys might hear this sound, there's nukes, there's actually nukes going off in this level, so we're going to try to avoid those. We should be fine with a couple of clips here. Yeah, we see those nukes flying around. These wasps, I don't know how they're coming up with these things, man. We'll see a couple of slide clips here now. You see, it is kind of tricky there. If you don't hit just the right speed and angle, you need to give Buck a little bit of a push here. And a smooth clip through. Now we're gonna launch this ray gun beam at the wall. That'll go through and actually hit the objective, stops the tractor beam. Now we're through the final area here. This is mostly just killing these objectives. They kind of bounce between the 4 of them here. We just want to really deal damage to them and kind of avoid these enemies. Luckily, it's just a couple of wasps. This is nothing too much to worry about. We can almost just ignore them here. And it extremely fast. Nicely done, dude.
Thank you.
That was a pretty lengthy part there, but running the guys, I think, found a pretty speedy method to get that done. Next one here, guys, you won't believe it. We're going to actually clip out again into the out of bounds. And this is going to be kind of tricky here, because once again, we cannot see where we are. We just kind of have to know which direction to go towards, and as soon as we hit the wall there, now we know we're a little bit closer where we need to go. Similar to the last level, we're going to try to tractor beam back into bounds here. Very nicely done. So that's a very scary part of it, because you want to come back in using the tractor beam, but you have to also stop the tractor beam from hurting Buck too much. So you've got to come back in, and with a shaky screen like that, you've got to very quickly hit this, hit the beam there to stop the tractor, and it's very scary. But Run does it perfectly there. Yeah, straight to the end. Objectives, we're good to go. Alright, 15 is a bit of a boss level here, so Run has got this strat here where he just shoots directly in front of him, and as you see, this bug actually lines up perfectly with it. Gets a quick kill there, kills a second one, shoots a third beam here to actually kill a third bug, which looks like it just might have flown out of range here. We're gonna go for a backup here.
Wow, I actually hit it.
What? Dude! That's incredible.
Yeah, I've never actually did that before. That was just like on the fly type of thing. I didn't want to restart the level.
What? Strats on the fly, dude. Look at this. It's amazing. Yeah, so that normally you're chasing from the other side there, so you don't really know where it's at, but that was amazing, dude, knowing where that wasp would be. The boss here, an extremely quick kill. I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, I had a grenade there to the center, just kind of blows that thing up once you've opened up the shell there. Run knows exactly what he's doing here, so just a quick kill. We'll fly around, wait for that enemy to actually die, and then we'll warp on to the next one. That was awesome, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mainly was just tracking that by the map, just the radar.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no way, is he about to do once again, guys, we're going to try to clip out here using a recoil clip, so kind of hit the wall well enough to hit into the clip into out of bounds here. And this is a crazy one, because this level is normally like an escape sequence. You go a little bit further, you get this warning that you have to leave. You're given about, I think it's a minute or two to get out of here. So it plays entirely differently. What we're seeing here is basically the escape route we need to go, except we're out of bounds. We haven't actually triggered the countdown of the sequence or anything, so we're just basically flying over the level, trying to stay close enough to actually see where we are. Yeah, once again, if we go too far and out of bounds, you cannot see anything, so it's very tricky. However, Run has landed in the correct spot here. All he's got to do is just clip back in, and we can finish the level.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, I believe these recoil clips are pretty difficult to do. Probably, I think, the hardest of the clips.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we have setups, but like, I mean, if you mistime one thing, it's, you know, not gonna work. Second try is not bad though.
Look at that. And straight to the end. Alright guys, we're getting towards the later levels here. You kind of see the environment has changed, the setting has become very, what I'd call like end game like. So we're gonna find another clip here in the wall. And I love this level here because we're going to do the same kind of thing, fly over the entire thing, straight to the boss, and we're going to actually, I believe we're going to actually try to kill this final boss from the out of bounds.
Yeah.
As you see here, Run knows where this guy is. We know he knows how to find these things, and we can see here he's shooting these beams out. He's actually hitting the boss here.
Thank God. I used all my ammo, so if I missed that last one, I was gonna have to clip inbounds, and that's just like stupid hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very nice, dude. I love that. It's completely out of bounds. Level is over. And now this used to be about a 3-minute level. It was extremely long, tons of enemies to kill. But as you can see, before I can even finish this sentence, guys, he's already done. He's right over the wall, straight to the end.
That tied gold. Nice.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. Straight over. And now we're at the final level here, guys. We're gonna go for 2 quick kills. There's these massive spawns of wasps. You can see them coming out. A perfectly shot ray gun here just eliminates them. We're gonna clip through the wall here. Usually you've got to go around, complete objectives to get through this wall. This is the final door here. And as we can see, Run is setting up to kind of slowly just push Buck through, and he's in. Time will be coming up in a very, very short time here, probably about 30 seconds. Now this is the final boss here, guys. We got 2 phases here. The first one is an RPG here, which we're going to go straight to the head here. We can see the health bar just below Buck's health at the top right there. Now we're on to phase 2, so we're going to go for a quick kill here. As soon as this goes down and the screen changes, we'll be done. A super fast quick kill there. That's the run, guys. As soon as this goes through, that'll be time.
Decent run. That was only 13 seconds off PB.
13, dude. A couple golds in there. That was amazing, man.
Thank you. It was a decent run, yeah.
Oh, did I miss time? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're good, dude. Time.
Yeah, sorry.
All good. Oh, I was only 5 seconds late. All good.
Alright, well, that was Buck Bumble on 8%. I would like to shout out a couple of the community members. Flaj, of course, co-commentator, previous world record holder before me. 7th Armstrong, current world record holder. He helped out, worked out a lot of the current strats, and like a lot of the stuff that I haven't actually implemented in this run for this marathon. I'd like to shout out Osukarui, which is, I believe he held record at one point, but he seems to be like a historian type person. He makes a lot of like documentaries on video game speedrun histories that he's been a part of. Highly recommend his channel. Very good quality videos. I would also like to I would like to shout out Blue Screen 18. He's another community member. I think that's all the shoutouts. If you want to join the Discord, our link is, I believe it was posted in chat. And that's about it.